don't doubt me.
Hi, I'm George Foreman. Do you have an idea for a new product or invention? People ask me all the time, George, how do I get my idea in front of companies? How do I get a patent? What do I do next? I'll tell you like I'll tell them all. Call my friends at InventHelp.
Call InventHelp today for free information. InventHelp can submit your invention to companies who are interested in receiving new ideas. Call InventHelp today.
To get your free inventor's information, call 1-800-352-1609. That's 1-800-352-1609.
If you want to work until you keel over, have less of everything in retirement, or give back more of your hard-earned money to the stock market again, then just ignore me. But if you'd like to protect the money you save, receive a steady, predictable retirement income, and enjoy financial security for as long as you live, then listen to this. You can download a free report that reveals the wealth-building secrets Wall Street and the banks don't want you to know. You'll learn how you can get guaranteed growth, safety, and real prosperity without risking your money in the Wall Street casino, and how to get the money you need when you need it, simply by asking for it. This is the best way to have a 100% secure retirement and know your money will last as long as you do. To learn more about this method and to get your free report, go to 52security.com. That's the number 52security.com. 52security.com. Go to 52security.com.
Hurt or injured in a car accident? It can be hard to take the proper legal action after a car accident, but waiting can cost you more. The law requires car accident victims to assert claims promptly. You could lose out by simply waiting. Call 800-709-4667 right now to see what your claim could be worth when handled by a skilled attorney. With a lawyer fighting and speaking up for you, you could be entitled to a big cash award. Call 800-709-4667. That's 800-709-4667. Now it's fast and easy to connect with the legal help you need after your car accident. Call 800-709-4667. The call is free, but you need to act now before time runs out on your claim. You need a lawyer to fight for you, protect you, and get you the compensation you need and deserve. Time's wasting. Call 800-709-4667. That's 800-709-4667. Call now.
I considered suicide so I wouldn't put my family through all the pain.
Many of our warriors are returning home from the battlefield, only to face a new war as they struggle with devastating injuries. At Wounded Warrior Project, we understand. We're there to help.
Even though you think you're broken, you're not. It's the physical and the emotional healing that Wounded Warrior Project provides.
With a gift of just $19 a month, you can join Wounded Warrior Project. You'll help provide critically needed programs and services that rebuild lives.
Beautiful. There you go, buddy.
The ongoing needs of our wounded and their families will continue for many years to come. Now is the time to show your support. Call now or go online with your gift of just $19 a month, and we'll send you this Wounded Warrior Project blanket.
It made me feel that there's people out there that care about us.
After this event, we can finally maybe start to heal as a family and move forward.
We need your help. The families are hurting.
For many of our wounded heroes, the greatest casualty is being forgotten. That's why your gift of just $19 a month is so important. Please, call or go online right now.
You shouldn't have to pay to talk to the people closest to you, or the people who used to be. That's why Umbrella Wireless is proud to announce the new Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan. Now you'll get unlimited calls to your best buddy, your mom, or Cindy, once she realizes that you're seriously meant for each other and should stop screening your calls. Now the 30 minutes of agonizing silence where you're both afraid to hang up may drain your battery, but it won't drain your wallet. And you'll get unlimited calls just to check if she still cares enough to pick up, with no extra charges. With the Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan, your phone will automatically answer calls from your ex, because maybe she finally realizes that you're the only one for her and wants to get coffee sometime. Now, after lonely nights of looking at pictures of the road trip you took together when everything was great, your misspelled texts are absolutely free. The only thing you have to pay for is the booze. The Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan. Because she wants you back. She just doesn't know it yet.
You know, there might be some other people out there that everybody's out there discounting that could jump in the race, that could change the whole landscape of the whole thing. And then we'll see, you know, what happens with that. Welcome back, folks, to the Rod Eccles Show. I am your lovable host, Elrod, coming to you live from my bunkerized home studio. Look, I took up a lot of time on stuff that I didn't want to take up a lot of time with, because there is tons of stuff here that I wanted to cover with you tonight. So there's some of it you're going to be back here tomorrow, because we're going to have to cover some of it again then. And by the way, tomorrow is right here on Spreaker at 8 p.m. Do not forget, we will not be on another network broadcasting live. We'll be right here on Spreaker. Well, some of you under the sound of my voice are currently listening live via another network, and that's because they're actually able to. We were able to work it so they could jip the program live. So wherever you're listening to the program live right now is where you can listen to it live tomorrow, 8 to 10 p.m. So I'm going to have to do a lot of station identity breaks or something so people know. But I don't know how I'm going to... Well, there are more stations coming, by the way, folks. And I really want to thank everybody for listening. And those of you who are finding me now on Spreaker, and the numbers are really... I'm really happy with them. And that's a good thing. That is a real good thing, as well as, you know, being heard... the listenership on other networks, I'm being told, is also increasing. So, hey... keep telling your friends and family out there. Let's instead of the Sprint plan, let's do the Rod plan. Friends and family, tell them all about the program. Bring them on over. Force them to listen, especially if they're a liberal. I really want to blow a liberal's mind. Don't forget to check out a couple of new blog posts over on rodeccles.net, RODECCLES.net. You'll get some show facts, show information, stuff that's been on the show over the past few days and well, since the beginning, and tonight's show, as well as some new posts over there, and as well as updates on where you can find my various articles being printed. I'm a extendedly published author, and that's a good thing. I know some people are out there saying, well, my goodness, this guy just is so full of himself, isn't he, honey? I mean, he's just so arrogant. Well, no, I'm just telling you if people like what I do, that is a great thing, and I am deeply moved and humbled by that. But, you know, look, it's not me. This is, you know, as Rush Limbaugh says, it's talent on loan from God, period, and that's the truth. We got some other stories here. There's something that's gaining traction lately, and that is the quest to replace Andrew Jackson's picture on the $20 bill. Now, I've kind of stated, there have been people that have suggested, people like Harriet Tubman and things like that. They want a female on there, is what they keep saying. They're not looking at other males. They just want to remove, old Hickory. But what really got me to talk about this tonight is that, speaking of Eleanor Roosevelt earlier, they've got a picture of the $20 bill mock-up with Eleanor Roosevelt on it. And I got to tell you, now some people are out there thinking, well, it's about time that we put some women on there. No. And I'm not saying no just because they're women. See, the reason behind wanting to remove old Hickory, because it won't stop with Andrew Jackson. Guarantee. They'll go down, they'll want to remove Lincoln, then they'll eventually want to remove, all the others. Harrison. The reason is, and it isn't because Kennedy's not in any of our dollar bills, is he? No, not any that we use. But the reason is, pretty much, they want to get rid of the founders. They want to get rid of those who are close to the founders. They want to get rid of those who sound like the founders. Plain and look, it's plain as day, folks. The liberal left is not teaching our kids about the full scope and history of this country. In the beginnings of this country, we're not. I mean, you got kids growing up. They're 18 to 20 years old. They don't even know that George Washington was the first president. They think he was, as one girl put it during a question on the beach in Florida during spring break. I think he was the second president after Abraham Lincoln. So the notion is to screw the kids up on our history. Because if they can screw them up on our history, they can rewrite the history. And if they can rewrite the history, they can make it sound like they want it to sound. Don't doubt me on this. This is what the move is. Look, I know some people are saying, well, Rod, that's just going to take too long. Look, it has taken the left 50 years to get Obamacare. They're not the kind of type that sit around and wait for things. They will keep pressing, and they're patient enough to take a long-term view of this. So, no, this is not going to get traction from the American people today. Give it 10 years. They're starting it today, knowing that in 10 years they'll be able to get more traction. And in 20 years they may succeed. And in 30 years, and another 50 years, they will have succeeded in destroying the history of this country. And as Trevor Loudon so prophetically put, that if we allowed all these immigrants to become citizens, illegal immigrants to become citizens overnight, basically, it is going to be a fait accompli for the Republican Conservative Party. It'll be a one-party country. We'll be a banana republic. They will change our history, and they will change our system. They will even attempt to change the Constitution by any means possible. We will not be the same country within 50 years. Guaranteed you. And they're showing you what they want to do. I mean, what really, Roosevelt? What? There are many women out there. Why not put, Betsy Ross on? Oh, because Betsy Ross represents what? The founders. They're not going to put her on there. But hey, you put some strong women from history, from close to or around the time of the founders, and you're going to get a leftist that's saying, "Well, no, we don't want them on there." I mean, they're not good enough to be put on the bill or on the $20 bill. But I guess they're thinking that Eleanor Roosevelt is good enough. Here's a woman that helped start and got us into the United Nations, a complete and utter world failure. A group that hates the United States of America, basically. And I'm not talking about our allies, but pretty much, you see, a lot of the countries that are not our close allies, they're not America lovers, they're America haters. Hey, this is what she wanted to, because she believed, where the League of Nations failed, the United Nations can succeed. Yeah, that's what she said. Yeah, I don't know what succeed in tearing down and taking over the U.S. Now, I'm not going to say Eleanor Roosevelt was all about that, because this was obviously at a time when the United States we're just coming off of World War II and we helped win it. We were victorious. That put us on top, but we were not yet the world superpower. I mean, we had the potential at that point. So, but there was no looking around saying, well, it's unfair that we won World War II. Nobody was saying that, not even the left. But as time went on, it's unfair that we've become so powerful and the rest of the world hasn't, and they haven't been able to keep track and keep up. It's just unfair we feel for the rest of the world. How about you just feel for the United States for a change? Look, I love all of God's